Hello everyone, we've got a camper van. And here he is. His name is Claude. He came built, but we're going to destroy the inside and redo it. So it's a 2001 Toyota HIACE. It's done a lot of miles, but it's all good. Good morning guys! It is day 2 of the build. Yesterday we mostly just ripped the back out as much as we could. And today is the very first day that we're going to Bunnings, which is like the B&Q of Australia. It's kind of like an iconic thing. Oh, I wonder if they have the sizzle on today actually.
Saturdays only.
Oh, Saturdays only. They do like sausage sarnies essentially, but they call it sausage sizzle here. Alright.
We've got a sausage sizzle too.
Oh! Well, that's purchase number 1, just the drill bit. We got all these weird square screws that we couldn't get out, so we had to go buy that. 248, done. Easy. So we've just got all of the wood base out. It's pretty dirty in here, but things are coming along. So what we're actually trying to do in the van, in terms of the layout in general, is we want like an L-shaped bed where a bit of it pulls out and the end bit, like the L bit, is storage, and then across the other wheel arch opposite, that will also be storage, and then the kitchen is going just there, just behind the driver's seats. And we managed to source like one of those IKEA cube things. We're hoping to kind of chop that a little bit to make sure it fits, and then that's essentially going to be our kitchen. It sounds simple, but for people like us, we don't really do stuff like this very much. Last time we did it was for our Honda CR-V, and that was a lot simpler. There wasn't enough room for anything more than just a bed, but with this it's a lot more. But we're gonna get there because we've ripped the other stuff out now, so we have no choice. And it will look so good when it's done, and it will be such a sense of achievement. But yeah, done for today I think. We've ripped everything out. Hair on my face. Ripped everything out and started trying to figure out what we can salvage, what we want to do. Oh, it's so hot though. We've had to, come inside because we're just getting angry with each other and life and everything. But it'll be alright. It's getting there. It's a productive day. Hello, it's been a little while. Turns out the car's going to have, or the van rather, is going to have a bit of mechanical work done on it, so we've been to the mechanics today. But now we're starting the process of putting the floor in. Me and Tom know nothing. We know nothing about anything to do with this. We're just salvaging what we can, we're using the screws that we can. I don't know, at the moment we're mopping out and cleaning out. I can do that. I can handle that bit, but it's anything past that, it's going to be a bit of a guess, to be honest. Big stab in the dark for us, but it will be alright. So this is what the van now looks like. Just a completely empty shell. All this stuff here, this is all the wood and the hinges that came out of it. And that wall as well, that carpet bit is one of the walls. But we have nothing at the moment. Managed to pull the first hurdle and we couldn't get this on. So we're just going to use this to pull some holes up. Yeah. Actually okay. So because the van used to be LPG, we think that's why there's these 2 big old holes in here. There's one here and one here. I'm not sure why, but the only thing we could think to fill them is a plug hole. So we bought plug holes and corked them in. But I think it's a good idea. Like, they're rubber or plastic, so they're not gonna rust, and they're in, and it's solved. And now we're a bit more watertight. We've got a few more holes to fill in. We're actually using coins because we've seen that used a lot, because they don't rust either. We're just corking them in, and now we're going to cover the wheel arches with some foily stuff just to insulate it a little bit, and then that's kind of like a little bit more in the right direction. So I'm not sure if you can see, but we started making these beams, and that's what the floor is going to sit on eventually. It's a bit of a mess though. We just chucked everything in and went and made some pancakes. Well, it's been a while. It's we started doing this 2 weeks ago. We haven't really got too much further. It's been a lot harder than we thought. The car's been at the mechanics. It's rained a hell of a lot in Sydney, so we haven't really been able to do too much. But we have got the floor down, so If you can see, we're just in the process of, we're about to try and nail it down so it's actually properly in. But we spent all last weekend doing the template for it basically. And the easiest way we could think to do the template is loads of cardboard boxes stuck together and a Stanley knife would just go around all the curves and stuff and just go from there. We had to buy a jigsaw, we had to borrow a big circular saw, we had to borrow a drill. I live on a flight path. And we obviously live in a block of flats, so we've just been annoying all our neighbours. We've been trying to do it as respectfully as possible, obviously, but you know, last weekend there was an open house at one of the flats, so there's those people who were potentially going to buy it coming round, and there we are with a jigsaw and a big extension cable going across the car park, but never mind, we are getting there though. So just to go through things a little bit more, this is the insulation here, that will be going on the walls behind there, and then we're going to have the walls behind there, and then we're going to have a wall covering that so you won't be able to see all that writing and stuff. This section here will be the kitchen, and this is part of the pull-out bed, and that will literally go from that side flush straight across to this wheel arch here. But then over this wheel arch here we'll have storage that goes to the back, so it's not just dead space. We're trying to just maximise the amount of room and the amount of storage we have in such a small area while still making it comfy. So we're back at it again today. We're not in Bunnings today, we're just in our car park because we're just going to be gluing. So this here is the main structure of the bed, and then we've got like another frame that mirrors this bit just up to this leg, and that's going to be the pull-out bit. So yesterday we were having loads of trouble putting these slats on because everything was just sliding out from one another, and then we couldn't get anything lined up, and we've been at Bunnings for about 9 hours and it was just too much for us all. So today we're having another go, and we are actually going to glue them and then nail them just to avoid them like slipping around, nudging each other out. Yeah, we're getting there though. It looks really good at the moment, we've laid it all out, and if we could just keep it like that, that would be great. So these are the bed slats. In between it we've used nails as just spacers basically, just to try and keep it all even. Ta-da! So this is the best part of it, we've glued it all just to help it stay in place because we were struggling with that. And this bit here is going to be an L shape, so this is actually going to come out and it will be storage. We're going to have lids on it with boxes. So it's another weekend. So another trip to Bunnings. This week we're going to try and get the vinyl flooring laid because we can't really do much more until that's down because we need to start fixing the other stuff to the floor. So yeah, it's going to be another challenge. So we've got the vinyl flooring all done today. Had a bit of a disaster as we were putting the bed back in, that's kind of broken a little bit, so we need to fix that. But we've got this foam, we actually picked up this for free, and the other bit came in the van anyway. And because we're doing like a sofa style bed, I'm gonna have to cut it and cover it that way. So that is what I'm going to be doing now. We've got some bed sheets that we're going to use to cover it with. I'm sure lots of people use proper upholstery material, but that's just not in our budget, it's really expensive. So we got some sheets in some colours that we like, and we're just going to try and wrap it around with that. I'm not going to sew it either because it's such a mission, because it's such a big piece of fabric. So essentially I'm going to be wrapping it up like a present. So we actually did this for our Honda CR-V because we made a bed in the back of that for our first year. We travelled in that on and off for about 10 months. But we did that on the side of the road outside our Airbnb flats that we were staying at. So that was fun. So this is a bit better. At the moment all our housemates are out, or I think they're out anyway, so at least we're not disturbing them as well. This is also a lot thicker than our one in the Honda was as well, so I think it's going to take some hacking. Here's number one. Oh, I don't remember that being this messy. This section here was the bit that came in the van. As you can see, it's really annoying. They have this big old wedge cut out of it, so that's why we've had to get the other piece and just kind of expunge them together a bit. So we have to cut this down to do the bit that's going to go on our L shape, and also the bit that we'll sit on the main bit of the sofa bed. So yeah, more cutting! Okay, so I'm going to be honest, I didn't really record much more than this. We got way too busy, way too out of our depth, never done anything like this before, but he's done, so everybody meet Claude. We have given him a brand spanking new look inside, complete with a pull-out sofa bed, heaps of storage, solar panels, LED lights, his very own little kitchen, complete with a fridge, everything we need for life on the road, a kind of banging sound system, and most importantly, our very own junk drawer. We even had our own little redback living in here. I think we managed to get rid of it though. We hope so anyway. Tom and I are going to be going on an epic road trip, starting in Brisbane, going all the way to Uluru, up to Darwin, over the top and down the west coast, hopefully finishing in Melbourne. Fingers crossed we make it.